Welcome, this is Keita.
And I am Lorianne.
And you're listening to Anxiety is a Mother. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the number one mental health awareness podcast in the world. How you doing, girl?
Girl, nothing. What's up? How are you?
I'm good. It's a beautiful sunny day. We finally in this Texas heat weather. I don't know, this weather's so bipolar because it was kind of cold yesterday a little bit.
It was chilly, but
it was good though.
It rained too, didn't it? It rained this morning here.
I heard it rained, but I didn't see no rain, so it was cool like it rained.
It was early, baby. You still in the bed.
Oh, probably.
It was
you be a bit old, dark 30.
Seriously. I need a nap now.
You need a nap? What time do you wake up?
4:20.
4:20. Mm-hmm. How's your energy?
It's supposed to be 4, but I push it to 4:20 because the extra 20 minutes do me right. I need
it. That's what gets you through the day, the extra 20 minutes.
Yes, girl, it matters. My energy is really good though. Working on some things for my business, getting some stuff fulfilled, and it's good. It's really good. How about you?
Good. Are you, because I know you were working on procrastination, so how is that? How's that journey treating you?
I have been doing better. I have been doing a lot better with that. I am happy to say. I'm focused.
Good. Round of applause. Growth. We are always here for growth, but my energy is good. We just did a Fort Worth Food and Wine Festival with ZZ's this past weekend. That was really cool. That was one of our first times doing an event without the food truck. So we had to improvise greatly, completely changed our menu, but a new product has come out of it. So I'm very, very pleased with that. So now, because of course, doing the food truck is a lot and I'm the one that drives it and my dad drove it recently, but being able to do our restaurant or our business outside of the food truck means that now it can really expand because I can let my team members do it without needing to pull the truck. Because that's my biggest anxiety. Like, who gonna pull the truck? I can't let everybody pull the trailer. Like, that's too stressful. But yeah, so that was a really good experience. I feel like the key in that is just knowing how to be adaptable. So yeah, I'm very pleased by that. But I wanted to talk, so since we talked recently about the stress and the trauma of being a single parent, I want to talk about ways to encourage and uplift single parents and how we can support them. So this episode is titled, Help Mommy Find Her Superpowers. Because as you guys know, my children, we have a book. It's a mental health awareness book. It's called Help Mommy Find Her Superpowers. So basically in this book, and ZZ's is on the back, although ZZ's don't look like that, but that's still ZZ's. So basically in this book, I'm battling depression and the twins, those are my babies. They're doing everything to help me find my superpowers. And they truly have helped me find my superpowers, although I'll be right sometimes, but they have helped me find my superpowers. So one way to uplift a single parent is to encourage her. Encourage her to take some time for herself. One thing I like to do for my friends, and all my friends aren't single parents, but I like to get gifts for my friends that they wouldn't get for themselves otherwise. Like a massage, or like, girl, go get your nails done, or here, go get some not necessarily me giving them the money, but me already booking it for them, because most people aren't going to do certain things for themselves. So that's a way to really encourage and uplift a single parent.
I love that. I love that so much. I feel like another one is definitely taking the kids. Just get the kids ready. I'm gonna pick them up.
Say that again. Say that a little louder.
Get the children, girl. Get the kids. I feel like you should do that for all moms, not just the single ones. Get them
Yes.
kids, baby. Just take them for a movie date or just a few hours to have some peace. You know, even my kids are teenagers, older. I enjoy thoroughly being at home alone. Like when I
Hmm.
just have the house to myself, even though they're not like mommy anymore, but still it's just something about that peace of mind when you're home alone. It's quiet. You don't have to, make sure anybody's good or feed them or, whatever. It's like, oh, it's amazing. So yeah, having some
Yes.
alone time is such a gift.
Yes, I
Such
love that. I definitely want to second that, and another point to that is with you being someone that this person trusts, it actually adds another layer of ease. Knowing
mm,
that my kids are with somebody I trust and I know they good, like that's just like, oh, baby, I can sleep good. Like my babies are somewhere
right,
safe. But you can
right,
also
right.
help them. You can all, and we keep speaking from a single mom standpoint, but I dated this guy who was a single dad, and I think that was just I had never really, well, you know what, my dad was a single parent, but still, like I had never, seen it firsthand outside of my own experience. Well, my dad was married, but anyway, seeing a guy being a single parent, that's a whole nother thing. He had daughters,
Mm,
like that's crazy to me. But anyway,
yeah.
you can help them find their passion again. Not saying that when you become a single parent, you just lose all sight of your goals and dreams, but if they
But you
have,
do.
huh?
But you do. It's like
Yes,
most of us do. Put all
yes,
it on
this is
the back
true.
burner.
Even when you aren't a single parent and you just a parent like you have a husband, but you could get so consumed in being a wife and being a mom and running the house and doing the day to day and so just helping them find their passion again, maybe taking them out to lunch and girl, what do you like to do? Or, what's something how can I support you?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Some of your passions, Lori. I don't think I know that outside of being outside of the soft life.
My passion is life of ease.
Yes.
um it is comfort and ease, honey. But no, I think my number one, just doing things that make me happy and I'm passionate about is definitely gardening. I love just growing things, plants, gardening. It just brings me so much peace and ease and comfort. I love it.
Mhm.
And I really like making things too. And it's something I haven't done in a while, but just like I really want to get into woodwork.
Hmm.
Um, I really do. And it's been something that's like I want to learn a new craft and I really want it to
Mm.
be with woodwork. And it's been like an urge of mine lately, but I haven't really just did anything with it. So I need to, that's one of my goals before this year is up to get into it because I've been watching like different videos, but I like making things. I like
Yeah.
creating and making different things and crafts. So
So it
yeah.
sounds like you just like anything to do with your hands,
Mm-hmm.
like gardening and
Mm-hmm.
woodwork. That's cool because I'm a hands-off person. But no, I'm just kidding.
I'm a very
Anyway,
hands-on.
being their biggest supporter, encouraging their passion. I'm sorry, not encouraging their passions, but being their biggest supporter in, the way they parent their children. And like we said before, getting the kids. And what are some other ways that you can be supportive of a single parent?
I feel like you can support them mainly by number one, by just like listening to them and being
Mhm.
there. Sometimes just a good phone conversation, being a friend, um, not and being able to be available on their schedule. Does that make sense? Because
Yes.
like a lot of times, especially single parents don't have all the free time in the world. And I know it can be a conflict in friendships and relationships when they're not always available, but when they are, just being available, being there for them,
Mhm.
having a friend night, a date night, or, whatever, girl time, guy
Mhm.
time, whatever the case may be, just being there for them. And also going around and just being a part of their lives with their kids. not feeling like, oh, I can only go out and do stuff with you when you don't have your kids. Like, no, go over to the
Yeah.
house and dinner with them with the kids if you know that person is important and you want to be a part of their life, to be supportive. I feel like that's something that's, it's not, you don't always have to be like babysitting and taking care of the kids, but just going over and helping with homework while they're cooking dinner, you know, just little stuff like that would be nice. Yeah.
And still inviting them places.
Yes.
Is very big. Because sometimes when you have kids, you can feel like you lost your friends because they just be on social media and they just living their best life. And it's like, well, don't nobody want to hang with me.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't feel like that because I'm very comfortable not going anywhere. But still invite me. Yeah, you do. It's you know, I like saying no. Just play.
I have like a 3 to 4 no limit. When I get about that third or fourth one, I'm like, okay, I ain't going.
It's your last one.
That's my toxic trait. I ain't even gonna lie. That's my toxic trait.
Really?
I just put somebody else on that list recently because I was like,
really? Am I on that list? I don't say no. Do I?
No, but you know what though? Something about me I have stopped doing. I feel like I was overwhelmed when it came to, because I love doing events, doing stuff, putting brunches together and girls' nights and game nights and having pajama parties, like all this stuff. I love putting stuff together, right? And I took a step back from that recently. Like at the end of the year, my pajama party, that was the last thing I did. I haven't put. So anything that I go to and be a part of, it's going to be because someone invited me. I just was like, it's time for, and everybody always looks to me to put stuff together. I'm like, no, you do it. Invite me, girl, I'll be there. Like I just took a step back because I was tired. So and I need to put my energy into energies and other stuff I have going on. So I was like, I'm going to take a step back from this. And it's very time consuming. It's very time consuming. So yeah, I want other people to be that in my life these days, in this season, until it ends.
I feel that. Another way to help a mommy find her superpower, or a daddy find their superpowers, is to pray for them and pray with them.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Very important because God can get you through anything.
Oh, yes. Most definitely.
And to know that someone else is praying for you outside of, because I mean, it's one thing to pray from a place of depression and stress, but to have other people on the outside praying for you to keep you lifted, like that is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Of just encouragement.
It's necessary. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that.
And then encourage therapy. You know, I know since we started this podcast, I think one of the things, which I feel like it has drastically changed, especially in the post-pandemic era, more people are talking about therapy. But prior to, I don't think a lot of people in our community was really like seeking therapy or, you know, working through their issues or past traumas, but really encourage a single parent to get some therapy. Sometimes, you know, it's not even just the physical labor. Sometimes it's just the mental clutter that's just having your mind filled with just all the things you have to do can be a burden to your body, and it can make you feel really, really tired. So to have a therapist, an unbiased opinion, someone that you can talk things through and sort out certain things, I think that's super duper important.
Right. I agree wholeheartedly.
And then also helping them find their tribe. I think we mentioned this a little bit earlier. When you have kids, sometimes your single friends ain't you're gonna have to take that right, you know, and you might not have that same friend group. The friendships may still be there, but the dynamic may be different. So it's important to find a tribe, when I first moved here to Dallas with the kids, I was looking for all type of mommy groups. Like, let's do play dates, let's do park dates, like, you know, sip some wine in the park while the kids play, you know, just being able to find that support goes a long way, you know. And then I've heard of mommy groups where they rotate babysitting duties. So like it might be 5 or 6 moms, and then 1 or 2 of the moms like, well, we got the kids this weekend, y'all go have fun, and then we, you know, next weekend. That way you had that support.
Awesome. That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
super dope. I feel like when my kids were little, I do remember going through that season of, because like I was blessed enough to, the first couple years, I think, of each of their lives, I didn't work. So, and my husband, of course, worked full time, but that was overwhelming just being home with the kids and kind of being secluded and alone with just me and these
Mm-hmm.
babies. Like, but to have, I didn't really have that at that moment. And then we had moved to Texas, so I'm in a new space and not no, and you know, this was, I'm old, so social media, I think Facebook was just starting to pop around that
Mm-hmm.
time. It was back in the MySpace days when my
Yep.
baby
Back in
was,
2006, 2007 when
yeah,
Facebook first. Yeah.
yeah. So and I moved to Texas in 2000. My son wasn't even one yet. So it was at the end of 2003 when we moved to Texas. Um, so yeah, it was hard trying to adjust and find a tribe. And it took me a very long time to get there. But I think that's a beautiful thing for people with small babies to have that. You need that
Yeah.
support.
Yes, 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 yes. So one last thing before we wrap up, there are a lot of resources out there for single parents that I am truly grateful for myself, things that I have experienced. When I first moved here actually one of the reasons that brought me to Texas was I had got approved for like a child care voucher, and having twins. Y'all know daycare ain't cheap. It ain't never been cheap, and especially for 2 kids. So once I got approved, because I was like, I already knew I wanted to move to Texas, but I'm like, how the hell am I about to work, pay for daycare, and do all of this by myself? So I had applied for some child care assistance programs here in Dallas, and it took like a year at the time, maybe not that long. I don't know. It felt like a year because I was in Arkansas. Anyway, they approved me, and I was like, oh, I'm out of here. Like that's all I needed. I just needed a little help with my kids out of here. So there's childcare assistance. I'm sure they probably have that in every state around the world, but I know they have it here in Dallas. And of course, SNAP. I'm not saying these are programs that you got to stay on for life, but these are extra
Oh,
cushions to kind of help you get over that hump. I have been on all of them. No
yeah.
shame. I have been on all of them, and I am
Baby,
grateful
I
to
take
every
Snap right now.
right now.
Shit. You know how
Anybody got no yelps?
baby, I didn't say it before,
Oh,
and I say it again. Hit us with the amps
yes,
anytime, day or
yes.
night.
And
Yeah.
then there's also some resources for therapy. I don't really have the cost to any of, I'm sorry, I don't have a list of any free ones out there, but I know if you do a quick little Google search, there
I
are
know they
programs where
exist.
they,
Yeah.
huh?
I said I know they exist.
Yeah, they exist, but I know there are some where they offer based on your income, where they do, I think it's called a rolling scale. I think one of our previous guests said something about a rolling scale where they
Mhm.
base it off of your income. I think the government helps with a portion of it. All you do a quick little Google search and get you some therapy, sis or bro, because it's
Mhm.
the only way you are going to be the best parent for yourself is when you can be the best person for yourself, because you're
Yeah.
nothing if you're not right.
That's true. And also too, if you have insurance through your job, I know a lot of these insurance plans offer EAP benefits where you have that employee assistance program and you have so many sessions provided for therapy. So
Yeah.
definitely look into that as well. Even if you don't have insurance, if you're in a household with someone that does have insurance, that applies to household members. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to be on the insurance to get those services for most of them. I know with Cigna you don't. So, or you may have to be a family member, but just look into it. Look into it
Yeah.
either way. I don't want to give out any wrong information, but it does not hurt to look into it. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, where can we find you, girl? Anything coming up with your companies and your life? Anything you want to share?
Yes, as of April 16th, Energies will be in our first store, which is Susu Lala, that will be in South Lake. So yeah, we'll that starts this grand opening is April 16th. I believe that's a Sunday.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. So you can follow at Susu Lala Self Care Loft. But follow at energies.co to keep up with more information on that. I'm looking forward to that. I will be doing maybe some pop-ups here and there in the store, maybe even going in and working a few hours sometimes, just to see some customers come in. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That's going to be a whole vibe. So the first of many. And you can follow, of course, Energies, like I said, energies.co. Follow me at Laurie N317 and shop Energies online at energies.net. What you
That
got?
is lit. Congratulations. So are you physically going to the grand opening? Like it's a grand opening on April 16th?
I'm sure I am. I need to make sure what times and all that information because that's also my son's birthday weekend. But I'm sure I will be there at some point. Yes.
Okay, well, send me the
Yes.
information because I would love to go with
I
you.
will.
I probably need to check my calendar to make sure, but I would love to go because that's lit. Congratulations.
Thank
Cheers to many,
you.
many more. You can follow ZZ's on Instagram. Sorry, I always forget the Instagram, but just type in ZZS and we pop right up. Book ZZ's at zz'sicecreampuffs.com. We do weddings. Our focus for this year is weddings, birthday parties, corporate offices, and churches. So now that we have the service where we don't necessarily need to bring the truck, we can do more indoor venues. So corporate offices, make sure y'all book us because we are down. And then, of course, if you want to roll up in luxury with Pretty Rolls, make sure you go to prettyrolls.com, sign up for our email list. We're always offering exclusive discounts and deals to our email subscribers. And, oh, yeah. And then make sure you guys get Help Mommy Find Her Superpowers. You can DM me on which page? You can DM Anxiety is the Mother to order the book, Help Mommy Find Her Superpowers. And that's it. Deuces. Girl, I'm going to call you and tell you what happened.
Okay.
Okay.